right now I'm finna go in here to 93.7 and talk to Artemis, and I can talk about my documentary From the Hood to the Hardwood. So we finna go in here and see how this goes.
This 8-1 show will feature local artists, producers, event coordinators, and even basketball stars, man. This thing's getting out of control. Flint is filled with talent, and one of them being Roy. What's going on, Roy? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing real good. How you doing?
I'm good. You're getting ready to go to Germany. Roy Jackson Jr., if you don't know who he is, you probably played ball against him back in the day. He probably whooped you, and that's why you don't want to know who he is. But you're going to Germany to go play professional ball out there. Let's go right to the beginning. When did you find your love for basketball?
I first found my love for basketball probably about 4 years old when my dad and mom put the ball in my crib, and then I just took off from there. And then just from there, I just started getting noticed from all over the world, in the city, and even different states.
Okay.
And then I went to Flint Hamilton Community High School where I first started. 8th grade, I was practicing with the varsity team. And then our coach Archie Robinson, said, "You're gonna be my point guard on varsity." And then I played there for 4 years, and I went to Grand Rapids for 2 years, Arkansas Pine Bluff for a year. Then I went on tour over to Italy, and I went over there and played, I think, 3-4 months. Then I played in the ABA. Like, my basketball journey has been just outrageous. And then, like, last team I played with was the Vehicle City Royals.
Okay.
And then I played with them, and then I got a call from Germany from my agent, BJ Benny. I had went down to St. Louis and went down there, and he had named me the #1 point guard at the camp. And then I came back a week and a half later and told me TSB Etheridge Eagles wanted to sign me. So
that's crazy. It's a crazy journey. It all started in Flint then.
Oh yeah, all started in
What
Flint.
side of Flint?
North side of Flint, off of Holmes.
Okay.
And DuPont.
Okay, so yeah, that's like the Flint then.
Yeah.
Hardwood. Let's go into that, because how did this idea come about? I mean, obviously you want to spread your message of coming from Flint and doing big things now, but what was the motivation behind this?
The motivation was probably Jermaine. I remember he used to always come to our games and film our games, and he had told me, like, why don't you come out with your own documentary and, like, tell your story through basketball? And I said, like, that'd be a great idea, because maybe I can inspire people around the world. Like, if you see what I'm doing and I come from Flint, you can do the same thing I'm doing and even more. And then, like, I used to always talk to my cousin Zeke, like, cause he stayed 1 street over from me, and he used to always tell me, like, you just need to, like, venture out more of this network. And I was like, okay, maybe if I come out with this documentary, more people will see it, more people will view it, and then who knows where it go from there.
Well, I mean, you look at, like, Clarissa Shields, you look at John Connor, 2 people who have come from Flint recently, and are making big moves, and then you look at you, man, like, you're going overseas, and people don't understand. People look at Flint as like, oh, it's so dangerous, it's so terrible, but there are really big names in Flint, like yourself. I mean, you're going overseas to play basketball, and they're paying you. Like, kids dream of that. Yeah. So, like, this documentary, you want to show that it can happen, right?
Yeah, I want to show it.
Yeah, I'll send it out to you. I mean, you'll have it by 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
So I'd say even way before that, because I'm gonna start working on it now.
Okay. Oh yeah, it was great, and just being in 93.7 studios, being able to tell my story from the hood to the hardwood, and my journey over to Germany, I think it's gonna be a real good season over there. As I come back, I see they finished the court. It looked good like when I was first young, when I first took my first dribbles here. It looked real good. I'm glad the city of Flint decided to fix it up. And now we just got to put some rims on there. Then it'd be just like when we was 6, 7, 8 years old. When me and a couple of my cousins, to name a few, Red, I remember we used to always be up here playing Doom, Zeke, Pace, Tick. I remember I got that in and out crossover from my cousin Tick. And it feels good to be able to stand here that I'm 24 years old and see that they finally fixed the court. And it's just a blessing, because maybe not kids from all over the city and the inner city to come play again as we was kids. And I just want to thank the city of Flint just fixing this court because I can actually come up here and dribble again. It ain't no more graffiti. It ain't no more busted bottles or nothing. And I'm just ready to get back to playing again, just like when I was a kid.